Good morning and welcome to the Darkmom Consortium for May the 3rd, 2021. I am Mom. And I just realized we have a whole new adventure, something starting tomorrow, don't we, with the Tholians. So that means we're going to have a red alert going on. We're going to have a ton of stuff all happening at once, and I haven't made a new intro. I think we're just going to have to live with that one for a couple of days. There's so much going on. But not as much as last week, since last week was the Mom needs to sleep in several days type of week. Not happening this week. I'm not driving any place till Friday, hopefully. So I'll be able to spend some time with you guys. And of course with all my tunes. Why the heck am I doing this? Let's see if I've got this as an event. I just opened it up and I'm down here. Alright, wow, we've got defeat Tholians on the ground, defeat the Undine in the battle zone, and phaser damage on the ground. Well, heck, do I have a phaser with me? Let's see if we've got a phaser here. Well, we got cyclic modulation, we can use that one. That will be close enough. Let's switch that out. And what are we running here? Oh, phasers right off the bat. Yay! So I hope you all had a good weekend. Due to a number of things, I decided to stay home, not drive back and forth to Chicago this weekend. In theory, I was going to get my bike up and running, but, that doesn't always work out the right way. But I did do a few other things, got some stuff going for the Vegas show. I hope people are going to be joining us. I know Mr. Dave will be there. Hopefully Board King will be there. Hopefully some other folks will be there. Okay, 2,000 for one. Did you not? Yeah, you opened up there. So each of these is sucking up about 2,000 in phaser damage, it looks like. Let's see if that stays consistent. Ooh, you dropped that in there. It's probably going to stay consistent. If not, a little bit more. Interesting. We have book 2 of the Star Trek guide, Gamer's Guide, coming out shortly. Centaurian Alpha actually wrote this whole book. And as far as I've read, I haven't read as much as I should have. It's been awesome. It's a different approach from the way I do it, but extremely informative. And I love his writing style, so it's really good to read too. And then we will have book 3. I was hoping to be out by the end of April, since it's now May 3rd. That's definitely not a hit. You'll excuse me while I'm busy killing Voth here and not talking about the book. Anyway, we're 30,000 words into the 3rd book, and we're only on chapter 2.5. So this is either going to be one heck of a big book, entirely possible, or what I thought was going to be a very easy book to read might wind up being 2 easy books to read. Where are we at? We are at 6,000. 7,000 out of 20,000. Might have to go do some other stuff. Might have to go grab some more phasers and give it to my other tunes. Let's finish up this one. I think this is the last one, yeah. Okay, that's the last generator. Let's take out these 2 ships. I always feel bad killing the animals. I've said that before. Wish we didn't. But I'm just an old softy. Oh, quick while we're here, let's see. We've got Audek and 5 down here. Let's see if I've got anything else that has got that defaults to phaser, if I remember correctly. It does. And what have you got? 7 flamethrower. Well, that's totally cool. Let's make sure that's not doing anything fun. It's disruptor damage. That doesn't help me. Seriously, I don't have anything else that does phasers? Ugh. There we go. I'll give you that one. And your phasers. Have some clothes. We're good. Let's go do something. Ooh, this one just started. So I do apologize for not being here Wednesday and Friday last week, but real life just turned into real life. Hopefully we will be back on track. I should be on every day this week since, as I said, I'm not driving. Okay, got somebody else just killing Voth. It's fine, but if you're going to do it, get the dilithium. I noticed the 50% boost was still running as of yesterday, which was a bit of a surprise. Okay, somebody's shutting some of them down besides me. Oops. What the heck? Okay. I swear to goodness this whole thing was red a few moments ago. Can I get straight down there? I can, yay. It was red. Maybe there's a time as well. As you get so many of them killed off and it goes to dinos. And I can't regroup. Yes, I can. There we go. No, I can't. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to do this damage ourselves. Wow, 5 of whatever it is, 5 of 7, 5 of 8, is still on her way over here. And both my people are down. Always good. Always good. I'm not sure if I was playing Dinos. I think it was Dinos that I was playing the other day. Ooh, 1075. That's nice. And I noticed somebody else's away team was down, so I decided to just stop by and revive them. Which actually helped. So I suppose, is that bad policy to just, if you see somebody down, fix them? Well, we're at 15,000 of our ground damage. Not ideal. Let's see if we can finish that one up. Oh, hold on. We got to go kill some Tholians. So let's go take care of them while we're at it. We'll go to New Tholia. This evening we're going to be doing some power leveling, so if you've got a ship or a tune that you want to level, especially if you've got like a new KDF or a new Delta recruit, feel free to join us. Let's see, we're here in the Undine Zone. We ought to go do that one. Oh, we're already here. Well, nope. This isn't it. This is Voth. Of course it's Voth. The one time I need it to be Undine, it's Voth. Normally it's the other way around. I need it to be the Voth. Which is a pain in the butt. We'll do this one, then we'll zip over to Nutholia. There we go. I mean, no availables. Oh, okay. Wow, lots and lots of DOF missions here. Anything else? There's one. All right. Enjoy 2 space bagels. Good morning, Swear I'm Not Wasted. How you doing? I don't know if you heard what I just said, but we're going to be doing a power leveling event tonight. So if you've got a Delta recruit or a KDF recruit, we're going to team up. Probably 2 teams of just 2 people. Somebody with high DPS, somebody with a new tune. And run through some of the patrols. Get somebody with high enough DPS, you can power your way up to level 65 in a matter of hours. Which at least means you can get into the reputation and some of the other things you need for KDF leveling and for the new Delta recruits. And you can also burn through some of the ships you need to do. Oh joy, 2 of my Undine ships. Okay, let's... another space bagel. Blech. I wouldn't mind space bagels if they had more things to do, but you just basically circle around there for a long time. Time to update my video card. I don't know if you've ever noticed it, but on occasion you'll get this little box around some of the designs. For me, that's usually an indicator that my drivers are out of date. No, somebody else is there. Will be nice. Yeah, boy, video cards are... So I will go with my existing card for a long time. I just need to keep the drivers updated. My husband's been wanting to start up a new computer, and he's been trying to get hold of video cards. He can afford it price-wise, but the availability is terrible. Well, somebody's going over there. I'll go get this one then. Alright, so we got that done. Alright. Let's see if we've got any of these in progress here. Let's see if it'll transfer directly. Yes, yay! And we'll go kill off our Tholians, finish up the phaser damage, and see what's going on the other account. Let's see if there's anything we don't have yet. An easy one. How many do we have to kill here? We have to kill 10. Silly people not getting these things. So it's Sunday, going into Monday here. Okay, it's Monday morning here. Last night was Sunday, and I had my windows open because it's finally getting nice and warm here. And I was actually kind of taken aback by the number of people who were up and about at 3 in the morning. People were getting home or leaving between 1 and 3, and I was really surprised. Maybe because I've had my windows shut all winter long? Maybe because the apartment buildings are finally occupied fully? How are we doing? We got 6 out of 10. Oops, let's get that one. And now I hear people moving around, which is not typical here. They usually don't move till 7 or 8. A couple of my neighbors are, like me, of retirement age. So they're not up and about. And like me, they're kind of on the quiet side, which is very nice. We don't have curfew. We're actually coming into the final phase. My son's store has been given permission to start doing events in the store on a appointment basis, which is really cool. He's very happy about that. Restaurants are at like 75% capacity in town. Still mask when you walk in, no mask after that. And then as soon as you leave our county proper, no masks. That's all done with. But we've got a fairly high compliance with the vaccine. let's get out of here. What have we got left? Nope, these guys are all done, so let's just beam up so we don't beam back into a mess again. Back here? Nope, wrong one. You know, I've been playing this one for years and I still get lost. Well, that's not the one. It's around here someplace. Back there? Back there, yeah, one more hill. I guess India has just been absolutely slammed by it, and I feel bad because I have coworkers who have family there. And it's got to be devastating to not know what's going on with your family. So let me ask you guys a question. Maybe you know because I don't. And it may be different in different places. But if you are working here on certain terms called a green card, which is you are legally able to work here and live here for a certain amount of time, if that card expires and you have to go back, but the virus is in full force, let's say my coworker had to return to India, I wonder if they'd let you stay here at least for a while until things have calmed down. I don't know. Something I hadn't considered. All right, let's take a look. By the way, we did not do the Days of Doom endeavor on either of my tunes. Not doing that one. With a team, it's great. Without a team, it's... Okay, we have destroyed destructible torpedoes, AP damage in space, and phaser damage in space. That's interesting. What have we got on the Cotopaxi? We have plasma. Well, that's not going to help us. We need phaser. Ooh, I know who's got phasers. And AP. Okay. I want to say that it's Darkmom who's got phasers, but I could be wrong. Well, and yeah, I know you can travel abroad. That's not the issue because we have a lot of our facilities are outside the U.S., so our guys travel a lot. But what if your ability to stay within the country has expired, and as long as you stay here because you've had the vaccine and all that stuff, you're safe? Can they force you to go back to something that could potentially kill you? Okay, I've got some phasers here. And I've got my assemble. Oh, those are plasma. I don't really want plasma. Do I have any AP? Nope, no AP. Oh well. This isn't fabulous for 500,000 damage, so let's grab a patrol. Yeah, I know we're going to take it on normal difficulty, but let's see what happens. Oh, travel restrictions here. We're just talking about that. Previously, if you're traveling between the states, so if you go from, let's say, Illinois to Indiana, there's no restriction. They don't stop you. They don't ask you anything. It's one country. And they ask you to self-quarantine for 14 days if you are symptomatic or you're coming from an area that's got high diagnosis rates, high infection rates. But there's no requirement. They can't force you to do that. And they're lifting some travel restrictions. I think it's unlimited now to other countries that are raising their limits as well. Maybe that's just if you've got the vaccine, though, which makes sense. Yeah, it's going to be interesting for us as people come out of crisis in different countries because of the amount of overseas travels that we do. We've been limited to not being able to go on site for over a year. And some of the things we do kind of have to be on site. Good morning, Obi-Wan Fashobi. How are you?
You have entered an area controlled by the Bentham Guard.
Let's
Our
see what we can
scans
salvage
indicate
there.
your ship is armed and operational.
But where I'm living, they're hoping to be completely off restrictions on or about June 1st, so 30-some days from now. Though, as I understand it from Star Trek Online, there's 35 days in this month. Good morning, Wolfie. How are you? And yes, I did get the images. Thank you for sending them. Okay. Oh, there's the hail. No wonder.
Looks like our fight got them to notice us. Let's go over and ask if their boss.
Yeah, actually, that's about the same here. I know they said a lot of people were dying from COVID, but at the same time, they were dying from COVID, but not from the flu. Cancer rates were about the same. I'm hanging in there. Actually, a little under the weather today. Because of going to Las Vegas, I'm having to save up all of my PTO, paid time off. And we get a day per month, so that's 12 days a year. That's pretty darn good. But I need 8 of those days to do Vegas, so between now and Vegas, which is in 8 months, I can't take a sick day even if I'm sick, unless I have a fever, because we're not allowed to go to work if we have a fever. Even though we're all vaccinated. And everybody in the office can work from home, at least to some extent. Except me, because none of my work can be done from home. Pretty good, ma'am. I didn't realize you did those originally. Those are clever.
Keep concentrating fire on individual ships. Separate them and whittle down their numbers. We will not go quietly.
I think when all is said and done, though, they say things will return to normal or they won't return to normal. I think it's just going to be a different approach. Some companies are really unhappy with people working from home. They think their productivity has dropped because they have no way of knowing if people are productive. And the weird thing is, I was working for a company 6 months ago that said we are far less productive working from home than we were working from the office. So I'm guessing that some people just didn't do anything, because working in the office, the typical would be to process, let's say, 50 invoices a day. And most of the people could do that, but they were getting up, getting their coffee, chit-chatting with the guy next door, going over and talking to the boss about what's going on for the weekend, how was the kids' game, blah, 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 blah. And when you're working from home, you don't have all those distractions, so my typical 50 went to 102, 103 invoices a day. Because there's no one to bother me, and I could easily do my work. Inspiration comes in the weirdest spots, Wolfie. My favorite story I ever wrote, I used to write fanfic. My favorite story was inspired by my coffee machine. We used to have a writers group that would try and stimulate people to write. So one of my friends, fellow author, was challenged to write a story in the style of Jane Austen. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't Star Trek. It wasn't a fanfic. Or it was a fanfic, but it wasn't a Star Trek fanfic. And to get the mannerisms and the speech patterns and the references correct for the way Jane Austen wrote. It was actually quite inspired. So yeah, inspiration is external a lot of times. Coffee machines have infinite wisdom. Yes, they do. Speaking of which, it's 6:30, so we definitely have to make ourselves another cup of coffee once we're done with this patrol. Or when we get our phaser damage. So we're at 1 of 5. Oh my god, I'm doing horribly on this. Ed, where are you to save my bacon when I'm trying to do these things?
You will stand down and surrender to the Vented Guard. Sensors are picking up small habitations in some of the asteroids.
Oh yay, I've got 2 done.
Temporary hideout.
Good morning. How are you, sir? So, Oi, what does AOY stand for, if anything? Or is it just something you came up with? Ah, we're almost at 500,000. Yay. Because if you think I'm going to finish out this patrol, not with only 2 of 5 done. And I still have the big ones to go. So as I was saying, tonight we are planning to do power leveling of ships and tunes. So if you've got a new KDF recruit or a new Delta recruit and you want to get an advantage on level, we will team up, teams of 2, somebody with some decent DPS, and you, and we'll go out and run some patrols. What are we at? We're at 498, almost there. Metallica at 6:30 in the morning? Yeah, no. So when Metallica was at their height of popularity, my son's friend was heavily into Metallica. They're fine, I have no issues with them. So I bought my son and his friend and me tickets to go see a Metallica concert. I thought that would be an awesome Christmas present, which it was. It was a very good concert. The boys enjoyed it. Me being me would have preferred to have been in the mosh pit versus being in the seats with them, but, you know, that's just that. Like we were sitting down. Why they even bother with seats, sometimes you have to wonder. You sit down for the first few minutes and then everybody's up on their feet the whole time. You know, I hadn't realized it, but yeah, I miss going to concerts. Oh, there's still another one here. What's hiding? What's hiding? There's a cruiser there. But you know what? We got other stuff to do. So let's go ahead and switch tunes. Yeah, I know I could have finished it up, but I don't care. Ah, Complicados is running plasma. What is Captain Speed Demon doing? What have we got? That's Polaron. Shoot, we don't have any AP. At all. Okay, I've got 1 AP there. That's not very much. And I'm going to bet that Gornalicious is all disruptors. But let's take a look. Come on, Gorny. Wakey, wakey. Yep. All disruptors. Alright, we're going to re-roll that AP damage. It's not much, but I don't have any. Let's see what we get. And here we go. Physical damage on the ground. Yes. Hey, and guess where we are? We are right here. And I swear we've got some Lex throwing knives. We do. And we only need 10,000 damage. Hold on a second. We've got Rova and Thrak. Rova's got himself a Batleth. And Thrak's got a Batleth. We are good. Let us go do this thing. Okay, Wolfie, here's the problem with seats at the concert theaters in the Chicago area. Let's say your hips, standard average humans, not yours specifically, are, when you're sitting around, I don't know, 20 inches wide? Seats are 18 inches wide. So the only way to sit in the seats is to sit with one hip on the seat and your legs kind of sticking out in the aisle and sitting sideways. Now, a part of me thought that was because, they're trying to jam as many people into the concert venue as possible, which is probably true, they are. And then I went to the Civic Opera to see Patrick Stewart, of all people, I know, which is really weird, but that's where he was. And the seats were the same size. They are tiny little seats. So the Civic Opera in Chicago is old, very, very old. Beautiful building. Late 1800s, early 1900s, so 100 years old. And it's been renovated, but they didn't put in updated seats. And generally for the opera and for the concert halls, yeah, you're going to sit down. You're not going to be up and moving with it, most likely. So maybe people were skinnier back then? Yeah, it's tight. Much as I love going out for good concerts. When we went to see Metallica, the seats were nice and wide, as they kind of had to because there's 3 bands before the main bands came on, and then there was 3 doors down, then Nickelback. Some of the times it's the preview bands that are even better than them. Metallica had a warm-up band of Godsmack. I mean, just Godsmack in and of itself was awesome. Well, they're running that way. I'm going to run this way. What are we at? We're at 6,500 of 10,000. Well, I'd think it'd be all about comfort when, average ticket price is $100 to $200 for not great seats in terms of location. Well, if I'm paying $200 for a seat, I want it to be comfortable. And going to the theater in New York, the seats were comfortable. Smaller venues, nice seats, still $200, $300 a seat. Go to London, prices get a little bit more reasonable compared to Chicago, compared to New York. Where are we at? We got that. All right. Okay, we're going to take a really quick commercial break here because I need to reheat the coffee. I got my priorities straight. So we'll be back in 3 minutes with some hot coffee. And we'll see you then. And we're back. Yay! So while you guys were off watching commercials, I was reheating my coffee, yay, and switched over to Ketha, my alien Romulan. Well, Romulan aligned. So where are we at? Slowly working through all the tunes, or all the episodes on this tune. Iconian War, did we finish that up? I don't know. Yeah, it looks like we finished that up. Future Proof. Looks like we got all the way to Temporal Reckoning. Okay. I have a feeling I've done this one. It's probably been on a different tune recently. I've been doing the same episodes. So this is my Ferengi Nandi, and it's a cannon build. Not particularly well done cannon build, but I really enjoy the cannons. And the ship's maneuverable enough that I can stay in the arc. So the question I've been asking DT, and I'll ask you guys too, is switch out the Nandi for the Quark's Marauder. Because I don't think the Nandi's got the ability to get any serious DPS. This is doing about 22, which isn't bad. I mean, for a ship that's just kind of thrown together. Yeah, Daniels was not having a good day. Definitely needs a trip to the spa. Now, one of these one of these episodes has a glitch in it, and hopefully we'll figure it out. It's the one with Sela. Well, while that trick worked well, can only do that once. Oops, there we go. There he is. I have to admit, that's a pretty awesome piece of construction they've got here. I mean, we're floating around in space, right? There's windows on that station. All right. Lightning, good thing. Oops. Too much stuff, right? Oh yeah, way too much stuff. Note to self, do the agony field second. Oh well. Oh, okay. That was pretty easy. Is this Noye? Or is this somebody else? It is. Oh, sorry. It's not Selah. It's Leeta. It is Noi. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, there's my Tarky boy. Good Tarky. Well, sucks to be my people, apparently. Get him, Tark boys. Ugh. Let's see if this works better. Oh. There we go. Much better. I was playing home trying to do the Herc attendance. And I think it was Tovin who died right on top of the pile of radiation. And I couldn't save him because every time I'd get close, I'd get affected by it. So if I saved him, I would die. So, of course, one of my officers went in there to save him and dies doing it. So the other one goes in to save them. You know how they go and automatically do that. And dies, and all of a sudden, we're just screwed. Let's see if we can finish this story in time. If I remember right, shooting down Leeta is where the bug is. Oh, it should be named the Tempest. It should be the Tempest Fugit. Alrighty, let's go find Leeta. Okay, if you saw a temporal beacon and you came as soon as you could, you would have been here now because it's temporal, right? Sorry, just me. Let's see, let's get in the center there. Big one. Hang on, Leeta. Got some things to kill first. Goodness gracious. Way too much stuff. All right, Leeta, your turn. Oops. Little short on time here. Let's see if we can do this. Rawr. Ah, there are. Oh, come on. We know Daniels isn't dead. He can't be dead. He'll just come back in a different time. He'll go back in time enough to become undead and get saved and cured and come back and look pretty again. Okay, that went pretty easily. Let's hail them. Oh, we're definitely going in for the shielded data core. All right. All right, folks. So time for me to head off to the office so I can afford to... Ooh, Ragnarok next time. Good. So I can afford to keep coming back and doing this. Have a great morning, everybody, and we will see you at 7 tonight. Take care.